Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kia Simone. And listen, I know the TV shows have gone off, but the drama is just getting started. They are fighting all up and through these internet streets, and child, I just came down here to talk about it. Now, before we get into it, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you've not already. And of course, I gotta shout out my super thanksters. Thank you so much to Yvette Greer, Tech Mama, and Maurice Stanley. I love y'all. Now, I know when the whole J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar thing went down, I was supposed to come back down here and do a video about that, but I was vexed in my spirit behind that last show that shall remain nameless, and I had to go sit my ass down somewhere because I was going to act a complete ass on this internet, and so here I go. But of course, y'all know, J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar had some beef that spawned out of thin air. I don't be knowing what's going on because I don't understand all them subliminals. I come from the Tupac hit 'em up, Nas ether kind of an age. So you know exactly who done did what and who they talking to. So for me, there was a lot of stuff that went over my head because I don't know who Drake talking to. I don't know why Kendrick Lamar mad with J. Cole. Why is he coming at him now? J. Cole clarified some things for me. But as I said, when I first addressed his comeback, he was clearly holding back. And he eventually came out to say just that he was actually holding back because he had respect for Kendrick Lamar and he didn't want to go into battle with him. And then he went on to say, you know what? I'm going to throw the white flag. I don't want no parts of this because there's some bigger, deeper going on that I don't want to get mixed up in. It's some coming down the pipeline and it's bigger than me. Now, I didn't know what he was talking about at the time, but now that you got Chris spinning around like a top brown down here, dragging Quavo to the edge of the grave, now it's starting to make sense to me. But even before this, what J. Cole was saying in terms of his lack of desire to beef with Kendrick Lamar made a lot of sense to me. If you are a person who has kind of worked on yourself internally, if you prioritize peace, if you really just ain't about the drama and the bullshit, it makes sense. And his approach is, just because I can doesn't mean I should. I can absolutely go full throttle in a battle with this man. Like, J. Cole is lyrically one of the most gifted people, in my opinion. Now, Kendrick Lamar is up there too. Kendrick Lamar ain't nobody to play with. So, in my opinion, it would have been a clash of the titans. But just because you can doesn't mean you should. And especially when engaging in this type of battle is going to cause you to sacrifice your peace. People do not understand the value of peace. And once you get a piece of peace, you ain't willing to give your peace up. So I understood when J. Cole said, you know what, I ain't been sleeping. My phone been ringing off the hook. And, you know, I come to realize that I don't want to battle this man. And I mean, I could. And it's not that I'm scared. It's not that I don't think I'm capable. I just don't see the value in it. I don't see battling with my counterpart as more valuable than my peace. And I don't care how the public perceives that. I don't care how people in my private life perceive that. I am prioritizing me. I am doing what's best for me. And honestly, what J. Cole is saying makes a lot of sense. And I've had to learn to take that approach to life, that just because I can doesn't mean I should. I can absolutely annihilate somebody, especially with my words. I mean, when I tell you I can tear you down and have you in therapy for years to come, I've done it. But just because you can doesn't mean you should, because I got to carry feeling bad. Like, you know, you ain't had to say all that. You really didn't have to tell them that. Now, J. Cole chose peace. Chris Brown chose violence. And once this whole Chris Brown coming out and kicking Quavo on a song happened, everything J. Cole said made sense. In terms of the whole, this thing is bigger than me. It's some coming down the pipeline. And, hey, I need to back up and get out the way. Now, I've seen people pulling up clips of Chris Brown essentially taunting Quavo over the years, that he apparently cannot stand this man. I don't know what done happened, aside from they done slept with each other's women and all kinds of stuff. I don't know what the root of the beef is, but apparently it runs deep. Chris Brown done come out to dancing, to singing. This nigga is rapping in a whole full-fledged rap beef. What the f is going on? This man came out and told the man, you slept with my girl after she left me. I slept with yours while she was still with you. We are not the same. This man came out and told Quavo in front of the entire world that when Takeoff died, everybody wished it was you. I just, well, damn. Now, what in the hell could have gone down that would make you come out and tell a man in front of the that dropped it. What the fuck? But again, what J. Cole said came to mind. And I started to wonder, like, where really did all this come from? Why is everybody beefing all of a sudden? And for me, and my conspiracy theorist self, it is very convenient that all the singing dudes, the rapping dudes, everybody wants beef amidst the downfall of Hollywood. I said, now, is this a distraction? In my mind, what I truly believe is going on is it's distractive entertainment. It is a way to not only distract us from everybody being exposed, because it's some shit going down in this damn Hollywood. I don't know what they be doing and them damn meetings and Illuminatis and all them shit, but they done made God mad and he's snatching everybody's mask off. And I kind of think this is not only a way to distract us from the complete destruction that is going on of all of the stars and idols of Hollywood, but also a way to regenerate interest in the entertainment industry, because it's all entertainment. The whole world's a stage. And I just don't think that this is some spontaneous combustion of all the issues that these guys have had over the years. It's like, where is this coming from and why now? And while I don't have the answer to that, I think the answer to that is somewhere in J. Cole's retreat. I think his whole, listen, I don't want nothing to do with this. I really got to looking deep down in the rabbit hole and realize it's some deeper shit going on. This is bigger than me. I just want to make my little money. I want to rap to my fans. I want to go home and cut my yard. That's all I want to do. I think all of this beef is some sort of industry initiative. I don't think that Chris Brown has gone rogue. I don't think Kendrick Lamar has gone rogue. I think they have been given directives and there is some sort of initiative. I think this is planned and intentional beef. And honestly, I kind of hope that that's the case, because as somebody who grew up in the Tupac and Biggie era, nobody ever wants to see it go that far again. So I pray, I truly do pray that it's just an entertainment beef, but I really, really, really feel like this is an industry initiative. I feel like it's something to distract and entertain while they try to get this bullshit that's going on in Hollywood under control. Because when I tell you the public is on their ass, the public is on their ass. Because speaking of the public being on their ass, yeah, you know, J-Lo, I'm getting dragged all through the streets, and don't come to my channel with that copyright shit. But you know, she ran and she was already getting dragged through the TikTok. Now, the young lady, God bless her soul, God rest her soul, Kyle Marissa Roth, she was a blind items girl on TikTok. And she unfortunately passed away shortly after J-Lo had her account banned for copyright strikes. And now the whole world is on her neck. And I don't think this is isolated to the J-Los and the Diddy's. I think it is far bigger, far deeper than we understand. And I really think we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. And speaking of tip of the iceberg and crazy as hell, y'all see Brian McKnight around here disowning his first set of kids by they the product of sin? Are you out your motherfucking mind? If self-hate were a person, it would be Brian McKnight. You mean to tell me you went and found you a non-black woman, produced you some biracial kids, and now you don't want these black ass kids no more? He can throw them churn away if he want to. His ex gonna be right back at one when he need them. Because in the words of Bob Marley, the stone that the builder refused will always be the chief cornerstone. You will need them kids one day. I literally get secondhand embarrassment even reading, watching anything about this fool by those ain't his kids and he disowned them and they were a product of sin. You are sin, walking, talking, living, breathing. What are you? What? You cannot throw away your children and try to justify it using the word of God and think God gonna bless your life. I hope them churn catch hold to you in the spirit like Sealy caught hold to Mister. Until you do right by them, everything you even think about is gonna fail. And I pray that his children know that you are not defined, your value is not predicated on your father's love or acceptance of you. Because his rejection of his children is his rejection of himself. He does not love himself. And when you do not love yourself, you cannot love anything that comes from you. There are a lot of children that deal with the rejection of their parents and they take it personally because, I mean, how do you not? But it's once you really get into the mindset and the spiritual disposition of the kind of person who would throw their children away that you come to understand that the children were secondary because they threw themselves away a long time ago. That is the kind of person who would throw their biological children away and either go raise somebody else's or go try to make a new set of children. And the thing is, you're not going to feel no better inside. And whatever sense of self you lack, whatever self-love you lack is going to be reflected in the children whose lives you choose to be a part of. Because the fact that you choose to be there doesn't mean that you actually have anything to offer. Sometimes rejection truly is God's protection. Sometimes the people you long for the most are the people who will hurt you the most. They are the people who are prone to do the most damage in your life. And God don't want you around them because God got something better for you. Imagine actually being in this man's life, having relationship with this man. Like, imagine if he did just decide, you know what, I'm going to be there for the churn. I'm going to try to have my... He would be the most ornery, hateful, villainous, nasty person to be around. And don't get me started on the wife, because I don't have any respect for a woman who would support a man in abandoning his children. You can think that your children are better. You can think that your children are going to have a better life. But I want you to be comforted in the idea that just like his first set of children are suffering through him calling them the product of sin, baby, even if he favors your children, he ain't God. And neither am I. So I can't tell you how God is coming. I'm just telling you, I know him enough to know he is. Child, that thing vexed me in my spirit. They a product of sin. You sorry mother. But that's all I came down here to talk about. Child, they got it going on in these internet streets. I don't know what y'all know about the Chris Brown situation. Y'all can come tell me, because I just saw it in passing and I didn't do a bunch of research. I'm just in shock. And Brian McKnight, I just read just enough to figure out what's going on with that sorry mother and came down here to talk to y'all about it instead of snapping in somebody's damn comments, because you got to be a sorry piece of But thank you so much for listening and letting me get that off my chest. The comment section is now open for you to get it off yours as well. Thank you very much. But that's it. That's all. And I ain't got no more. Thank you so much for coming down here listening to me and letting me get it off my chest. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you've not already. And in the meantime, until next time, just like every time, you know I love you and I mean it. Bye.